Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
The Beezer.
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
Oh, that's nice.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 5th day of November 2024. Kind of a big day. Whew. Anyway, it's Tuesday. Kind of a big day. Whew. Johnny Bones is on his way in. I almost called her Margaret Thatcher. What the hell? Marnie Gelner is on her way in. A cast of thousands. So why wouldn't we get started right away? Here's Chris Rock. It's Power Trip Morning with some comedy on a Tuesday morning. Now listen. Wake up. Splash some water on your face. Let's get rolling. It's a tired Tuesday. We're going to make it a good one. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
I think we need to renegotiate our relationship to the government. You know? Like, we need a whole new system, okay? I mean, do we even, need a president, or just figure out a new way to do the job? I mean, what job do you have for 4 years no matter what? Just show me one job. Like, if you hired a cook and he was making people vomit every day, do you sit there and go, well, he's got a 4-year deal. We just got to vomit for 4 more years. I mean, hey, we got to take this serious. We got to get out there. We got to vote. But they don't want us to vote. The government does not want you to vote. Why do I know they don't want you to vote? Because election day is a Tuesday in November. Why? Anybody here ever put something on a Tuesday in November? Does anybody get married on a Tuesday in November? Church ain't on a Tuesday. You know, if this show was Tuesday Night Live, it would have got canceled in 1975.
Just finished? You'll be salivating when you see it. Oh, baby, oh, baby.
The finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
You said it's election day, but what day is it? What day did you just say it was, Chris? You said it was like
Tired Tuesday.
No, not that. Like, what's the actual calendar date?
November 5th.
November 5th.
That's right.
Remember the 5th of November.
Yeah.
The gunpowder, treason, and plot.
Oh, stop.
I know of no reason why the
Please.
gunpowder treason
No,
should
please.
ever be forgotten.
Please,
Yep.
can we not?
Saucy, do you vote yesterday?
I did vote yesterday.
How was the line?
It was great. Guess who was in that line?
Pat Oswald.
No, that one guy who
No.
just talked just now.
No.
Yeah, Hugo
V,
Weaving.
the
No.
V guy.
V
No.
for Vendetta.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Ryan Clark of ESPN.
Man,
No.
there's a million people in the world we could guess. Nate Bargatze.
No. You guys can get this.
We can get it?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody in line
Chris Pratt.
voting.
Tyra
Oh, is
Banks.
he right?
Who? No. It's
Dolly Parton.
Beetlejuice.
a gentleman. Who, me?
It's a gentleman. Psy.
No.
Remember that song? Gentleman?
Oh, great song.
No.
That was his big hit after Gangnam Style.
The lead singer of Saliva who goes, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, that guy, Josie Scott.
my
Pat
ass.
Kessler.
Was it Pat
no,
Kessler?
No, it was not Pat Kessler.
The guy that goes Saturday Night Live.
No.
Rick Rubin.
No.
Deion Sanders.
Rick Ross.
Dionne Warwick.
No.
Royal Tenenbaum.
Warwick
No.
Davis of Willow.
No.
Natalie Rose.
No. It's a man.
Jim Davis, who created
Natalie
Garfield.
Rose.
Jim Harbaugh.
Are we
Jim-
close?
no.
Jim
Why are you
Carrey.
wasting our time? Would you just tell
Turtle
us?
Teeth.
Oh, yeah, Turtle Teeth.
No, it's not. No.
The master of disguise when he's turtle.
No,
Was it
I
him?
did vote yesterday.
But we know. If we're trying to figure out who's in line with you.
That was a turtle teeth joke.
Oh, only for people who have turtle teeth?
Yeah, me. Yeah. It's a man.
You said it's a gentleman.
baby.
You guys know him.
Swedberg?
No.
Well, son of a bitch. I mean, there's so many people we know.
Okay. Yeah.
Lieber?
Yeah, it was Lieber.
Well,
So we're standing in line yesterday.
Heartbroken.
And every time we go to Jerry's Foods in Edina, every time I always say to my wife, I go, I think we're going to see Lieber here.
Mm-hmm. What a great bit.
We never do. I've never seen him at Jerry's Foods, not once.
And
the
she
only,
went, "Nice."
the only
Did
thing
you
I've ever
taste?
seen at Jerry's Foods is that guy looking up really graphic porn in the cafeteria area.
Rosie?
No, may have been. And I go, we walk
And
in.
she went,
And my wife says, maybe this is where we'll see Lieber. And no joke, he walked in 2 seconds later. And then I voted next to him.
"Nice."
It was very nice.
That's illegal.
Nice.
No, we were
You got to go in separate booths.
We were in separate booths, but he was in the booth next to me.
You
It's a
guys
hard word to
vote
say.
at Jerry's Foods?
No. We
Next to
voted
the
at
guy
the Edina
with
City
porn?
Hall.
Nice.
Did you guys kiss in the booth?
I mean,
Nice.
no.
It's my pie.
No, but it was nice to see Lieber.
Who'd you vote for?
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
I voted for, I wrote in a couple of people.
Did you really?
Me?
Of course.
You did
Harbaugh?
write-ins.
When people are running unopposed, I write somebody in. It's not fair to run unopposed.
Do you think
need
that somebody-
It should be an
like
election.
judges? You wrote
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
Smitty Oom against
I
a
wrote
judge?
in Smitty Oom's dad like 3 or 4 times.
Now listen, what if Smitty Oom's dad is suddenly cast in a role he is not interested in? He doesn't want to be a judge. He doesn't want that
R.I.P.
responsibility.
Smitty Oom's dad is no longer with us.
He definitely doesn't want the responsibility that he's finally
Well,
resting.
now they're going to bring him back.
He's going to get
Thanks
a call
lot.
tomorrow and say, you're officially now a public official. Get
gonna
to
be-
work.
They're
Weekend
gonna
at
weekend at
Smitty
Bernie.
Oom's dad's.
Yeah, they're going to weekend at Bernie's him.
Yes.
You should be so
And you know
lucky.
what? Best judge in Hennepin County.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I voted. I wrote him in a few times.
You wrote him in a few times.
I wrote him in a few
illegal.
times.
God
That
dang
is
it.
not legal.
All these conspiracies about voter fraud are correct. You voted multiple times. You just admitted it.
You're
You're
fraud.
stuffing the ballot
I
box.
voted.
Wow.
I voted once.
Disappointed in you.
I voted once, and then and the people who ran unopposed, I just wrote Wayne.
Wheezy?
Not even Wayne.
No, not even his. Not even,
Rosengren,
no, not
just
even
Wayne.
Just Wayne. Yeah.
Do you think, I wonder, hold on, Stassi, please, I wonder. Do you think in his mind, Corey, that there's somebody in a back room just laughing their ass off at his write-in votes, going, I don't know who this Piao Lambert is, but this son of a bitch is the next Nate Bargatze. Would you look at what he wrote in? Smitty Oom's dad.
This is a 24. This is a 24-hour callback. So my apologies if this joke sucks, but stay with me. Somebody's counting the ballots in Edina, and somebody's going to go to one other guy counting the ballots and going, "You're never going to believe what this guy wrote in," and the other guy's going to go, "What does it start with?" And the other guy's going to go, Wayne.
Very good, Corey.
No, I said, what does it start with?
Yes.
I tell you what else is likely to happen. I'm sorry, Sauce.
No, go ahead.
Very reminiscent of a dentist. This
yeah.
it could be this voting polar person's
Breaking
falling down
point. Yep,
moment.
100%.
If
I
this
can't
guy,
do this.
If he writes Smitty Oom one more time for judge of Hennepin County, up there it is.
Oh, no, that guy.
Maybe this is what they mean that democracy's on the line. That not that one president is going to be president or not. It's just, is Sauce going to break the spirit of the city of Edina by his votes? Democracy, Paul.
Yeah.
Take it seriously.
Democracy now.
I did.
It sounds like you wrote in Wayne 6 times.
I did.
That's not taking
But
it
the important
seriously.
ones I voted on. The ones that ran unopposed, I simply...
Yeah, but what if the unopposed people are the absolute perfect example of what we need in a judge?
It's my civic right, to vote for whoever I want. I can vote for whoever I want. That's my freedom. And if I want to write my buddy's dad, who's no longer with us, I'm going to write Wayne. And I wrote Wayne like 4 or 5 times. Nobody gets thrown unopposed. That's not fair.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, no.
No, I want to say
Not
this.
fair.
I want to say this.
Am I in trouble?
There's a gentleman by the name of George Louis Washington, who was our first president, who went across the Delaware, which isn't in Delaware, and fought for this great nation so that you could write in a deceased gentleman's name for judge of Hennepin County. And I salute you.
Thank you.
And George, salute you. Congratulations. You did your, whatever you called it.
My civic duty.
That's not what you said.
I don't
Civic
remember what I
right.
said.
You said you did your civic right.
My civic right.
Me do one.
But I did vote.
You did it. I'm proud of you.
Sauce, a couple of years ago, my now 10-year-old daughter, but she was 7 or 8 at the time, and she was doing, pretty basic math. And I had to have the subtle discussion with her just to get ahead of it. Like, look, we're happy you got 7 plus 6, but you don't need to draw cupcakes on your homework, right? Like, let's take this seriously, right? The teachers are going to appreciate that you're taking it seriously. And I didn't really care at 2nd or 3rd grade, but let's moving forward. You got to take it seriously. Mm-hmm. You just did the equivalent of drawing cupcakes on your math test.
Yeah. But like your daughter and like me, that is our right. If we want to draw
your
cupcakes,
civic right.
It's our civic right. If I want to draw Wayne on my ballot, I'm going to write.
You drew him now?
Now you drew a picture?
They don't need a sketch.
No,
One of
from
your French
memory.
girls?
From memory. Yeah, it was unbelievably accurate. But the lady, when I walked up and you had to fill out the thing before you voted, and I said to the lady, I'm really sorry about the handwriting. And she looked at me and she goes, this isn't even anywhere near as bad as I've ever seen. And I said, thank you. And then she said, you write really nice numbers. I was like, thanks. Because I had to write, I think, my social security number on there.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, she said I wrote nice numbers.
Look at your ballot and go, are you referring to Wayne Knight?
No, she doesn't
Newman
look at my
on
ballot.
Seinfeld?
You put your ballot into the paper thing.
So she didn't look at your ballot and go, Wheezy F, baby?
Did she go, are you a huge fan of Fountains of Wayne?
Yeah. Did you not vote for Juvenile? What about? I should have wrote in Birdman.
You should have.
Sounds like you might vote again today, so go ahead.
Yeah, you got to go back.
Yeah, I should see if I can vote.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could I change my vote?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Put on the Groucho
Wayne
glasses.
pissed me off today.
So I saw that your lovely wife, Kel, had a sticker that said I voted, but then she also had one on her stomach that says future voter.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have stickers for pregnant women?
I think it's for people who bring in like their kiddos, and you put it on the kiddo.
Got it. Not just pregnant women.
A couple people were like, only in Edina, they just hand out extra stickers. So,
right.
Can you?
Yeah, it's for
that makes more
for
sense.
like if you go with your kids. Yeah.
Can you answer another question for me?
Of course.
Does your wife, mother to be, does she get like a sick belly from all the times that your unborn baby shakes her head in disappointment?
Maybe, I don't know.
Now,
do you for sure hear me?
Do you and your wife align politically? And the only reason I ask is I want to know if Wayne got 2 votes.
I don't know. I don't know. No. You'll be shocked. She takes it very serious.
Good. It's her civic right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, good job. I'm glad you voted, brother.
Thanks, man. Are you voting? You guys?
I vote today. I like
I
voting
voted like a week and a half ago.
I like voting on election day. I don't know why, but it's my thing.
Yeah, me
I like
too.
it.
We thought about it, but my wife works most of the day, so we decided to just do it yesterday.
Well, and by the way, that is the comeback. I know Chris Rock in that opening bit here on the old Power Trip just joked about a Tuesday in November is voting day. Doesn't have to be, right? They've talked for a long time. Like, should we move it to the weekend to maximize the number of people who can vote? Is it all 50 states you can vote ahead of time, or is there a couple of states where you can't do that?
There's a handful that you can't do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe those states need to make some changes, but the rest of us, you have ample time, not just today, to vote. Right? You can do a mail-in, you can do an absentee ballot, you can go ahead of time. There's so many ways to vote. It doesn't have to be today. If you want to do it today, like you guys are saying you are going to.
Damn right.
Which is going to look, honestly, really good, because right now it looks like Wayne's getting his ass kicked, but maybe this late push will push him over the edge. We'll see if he... Was he going to be a judge?
Yeah, judge.
Good luck to him.
I'm going to need to know more about what he stands for before I can vote for him.
Well, I can tell you this. He's not running unopposed.
Yeah,
and that's
true.
unacceptable.
That is unacceptable. It is.
Yeah. Sometimes,
So, Paul, think of your in your head. You don't have to say this out loud. Think of your perfect political candidate. Right? They stand for everything you stand for. The character of the person itself or themselves, but then you have every policy you would want. This is what that person stands for, right?
Yeah.
But they're running unopposed.
Well, then, Wayne's getting a vote. Yeah, Wayne is going to be voted. I'm going to vote for Wayne.
Because it's not fair that they're running unopposed, even if they're the perfect candidate.
And it's a lot of things to fill out. I got bored, so I wrote Wayne.
Well, by the way, again, I took my 19-year-old for the first time to vote. I told her, you don't have to vote for everything. If it's a couple of judges and you're like, I don't know who these people are, you are absolutely allowed to leave it blank. When I walked in there, I think I voted for about 7 things. The back of the ballot was almost all judges, and I don't know and I don't care. So I just turned in half a paper, essentially. I meat sauced it.
And I can also write Wayne.
You sure can. Why?
Because it's my civic right. You know who is proud of this segment?
Prince.
Not your dad.
No, not my dad.
I can think of one group of people.
Yeah, Gutter Helmet, Minnesota and GutterHelmetMN.com.
I'm sure Gutter Helmet is too. I was thinking of the Rosengrens specifically.
Yeah, they're pumped. Pat's texting me right now.
Well, yeah, his dad got a couple of votes for multiple different spots.
Yeah.
Man, must be nice.
Go Wayne.
I would like to say our national nightmare is over after today, but you just never know. It probably won't be.
You don't know.
Let's hope they get it figured out tonight or at least in the early hours of tomorrow, but who knows?
I know this. I won't have to see any more political ads.
Yes.
Man,
after today, which would be a real good thing.
Or those texts.
We'll get at least, like 10, 11 days off before they start again?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, well. Hey, you know what? It's our civic whatever.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Correct.
Bye.
Left.
Yes. Right. I love the Matt Friend on Stern where he makes fun of Stern.
Yeah. That guy's great.
Right.
Yeah, right.
He's got Howard's voice down
He's
to
so
a T.
good.
He's so good.
Did you hear the results of the psychopath test?
I did.
That's fascinating.
That was fascinating.
That is pretty fun. We got to take those Cosmo tests, that they always used to put in those magazines.
Well, don't you still get that magazine?
Not anymore. I had to cancel my subscription.
Do you still get Pioneer Woman?
Yeah, absolutely do.
Yeah.
I like that magazine. I like the fashion.
Yeah. It's a ladies' magazine, Hawk.
I don't care. I'm a lady. I want to know what ladies like. I want to do it.
By the way, you can vote early in every state but 3.
Do you know the 3?
Yeah, it's Mississippi, Alabama, and New Hampshire. You can't vote early in.
Why do we even give New Hampshire a vote? Who cares what they think? Right? There's like 6 people who live there. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Good morning, everybody. 5:52. It's all right. It's going to be all right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be all right. We got Jonathan Grenard today. That'll be fun. Want to talk to him about his spin move.
I also saw a stat. I think it was Alec Lewis yesterday on Twitter. Somebody posted, I think it was Alec. Grenard leads the NFL in pressures. Even more than Bosa and Myles Garrett, I believe, is how the tweet was written. That the number 1 in pressures in the NFL is Jonathan Grenard.
I can believe it.
Dude's a monster. He's everywhere.
He's great.
He's got to get off. There's no doubt about it. I love to watch him play. And this Sunday, we get to watch him play at noon in lovely Jacksonville, Florida. It's been a long time since I've been to that stadium. I don't remember what it looks like.
They're getting a new one, aren't they?
I don't know. I just don't know.
This is going to sound like I'm kidding, but I'm actually asking. Does the Jaguar Stadium play Limp Bizkit frequently?
They should.
We'll find out. I'll give you a full report.
I mean, shouldn't that be their jump around?
Yeah.
Right? Instead of doing the skull chant, they just do break stuff and everybody throws things because it's Florida.
Yeah.
And Florida's a hellhole.
The stadium's probably half broken anyway.
Exactly.
There's
So
a
you just
pool
break
in it.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's right, there is.
Yeah.
That's right. I do remember that.
You have been there, though.
I have.
Yeah.
I do remember the pool. You're right. That does come to mind.
Hey, how about the Vikings news yesterday? Interesting, right? Like I kind of in passing asked Ben Lieber, like, hey, are we worried about Reichard's leg or, what are we doing? I know he missed a couple, but what about the limp? What about the gingerly walk-off?
Yeah, what about his pimp walk?
Well, it sounds like we have a couple of problems. How about the Vikings looking into free agent kickers and long snappers because Andrew DePaula
Is that right?
Superstar, mount up.
Yes, superstar.
DePaula's going to have hand surgery, so he may go on IR, which means minimum 4 games he's going to be out if that's the route they go. But it sounds like he's going to have hand surgery. So this week they are bringing in free agent kickers and long snappers as short-term replacements. So they're thinking both of them might miss Sunday or beyond. That's not good.
No, not good.
I mean, Jacksonville sucks. We can definitely win without DePaula or Riker, but still, all hands on deck against a bad team. Let's go. That's not good.
Who's the guy that kicked for us last year, Hawk?
Ralph Macchio.
Is he available?
Ryan Longwell.
He does the crane kick.
Rippin'.
Greg Joseph, you mean?
Yes, he's available.
I thought he was on a
No,
team.
he's on
No, Green Bay cut him.
Raiders.
No, that's.
Why did I think he was on the Jets or the Giants or something?
He is on a team, isn't he?
Why did I think it was one of the New York teams?
Well, who was the kid? Didn't we have a?
Yeah, he is on.
Yeah, he plays for the Giants.
Giants. See, I thought he was.
Look at you.
Thought I saw him earlier this year.
He's on IR as well.
Oh, okay. Well, then cross him off then.
Yeah, this guy's dead.
Oh, he's on IR, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw a name that the Vikings apparently are bringing in tomorrow. You want to guess?
Wayne.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow, they're
you know
bringing
me
in
too
Wayne.
well.
Yeah.
How's he going to do that when he's got to be the new Hennepin County judge?
I don't think that takes place right away. I think he can kick for a while.
Ballish to me, but
Rose. It's going to be like Bo Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Speaking of voting, John Bonus running a little bit late. He told us yesterday he has to drop Chrissy off at the polling place.
Yeah.
Hey.
Whoa, and then he's dropping her off at the voting spot.
At the voting spot. So he'll be here pretty soon, right? 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah. I love
and then
Johnny
Marnie in a
Bonus.
little bit. As well,
Nobody
and
better.
Jonathan Grenard at about 8:40.
Nobody better than the Bonuses. They're great people.
Nobody's better?
I mean, you two are. Max is great.
Oh, nice save.
Yeah, wow.
You almost excluded Max.
No, Max knows.
He excluded one of us.
Max knows he's my homie.
That's my dog.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
2 Gs.
Yeah. We ride 2G Lats on Dubs,
Of course you do.
40
Max, you caught up on
inch
Penguin?
On the
No, I got to watch the new episode today. Was it good?
Very good. Yep. That show has legitimately gotten better every single episode.
That's what I heard as well. That it's even better than the last one. Every new one we keep saying it's the best one yet. And the next one's the last, right?
He was an absolute waste in the movie.
Yeah.
This series is so much better than the movie. So much better. Not even close.
I watched a movie last night.
Oh.
I did. I went to the films.
Oh.
And
What'd you watch?
See, I think at this point, I think I've seen every Liam Neeson film. And I didn't realize it until I was looking through movies to watch at the theaters. And of course, just like every time you look, there's a new Liam Neeson movie.
And he's doing the same bleep.
Right.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to see that.
Use a certain set of skills.
I like to watch that old man beat people's asses.
Whoa.
Right? I like to watch him have a hard time getting out of the car and then go whoop some ass.
Yeah.
So I watched a movie last night. Hold on, let me see the name of it. I don't want to get it wrong because I never know even the name of the film that I'm watching.
must have been really good.
It must have been
You
great.
saw it last
They're
night.
all
and
the
you've
same.
already
They're all the
forgotten the
same.
name.
Was it A Sudden Case of Christmas?
Yeah, that's it.
That's a new movie that's coming out. You can't wait.
Is he in it?
Oh, hold on.
No, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you he's not.
No. Danny DeVito is.
Okay,
Andy McDowell is.
this all sounds perfect.
And Lucy DeVito, which I would guess is his daughter.
It's called Absolution.
What?
Absolution. And I watched the trailer, and halfway through the trailer, I was like, why am I even watching this? Of course I'm going to go. Liam's going to beat people's ass. And it turned out to be first of all, pretty good movie. Second of all, it covered every possible topic that you could cover. Liam Neeson, spoiler alert, everybody be cool.
Please don't spoil this for me.
Don't spoil Absolution.
Liam Neeson, tough guy,
Whoa.
contract killer, been working for the mob his whole life. B, had a terrible childhood. But here's C, and C stands for CTE. Yes, his character is dealing with CTE.
He played in the NFL for 6 years.
He was a boxer, but that is a major point of the film, which I did not see. I didn't expect to see that old man get out of his sweet 71 Chevelle SS and walk into the doctor's office and have the doctor tell him he has CTE. Major plot part. There's also perhaps the most ridiculous moment in cinematic history. Would you like me to describe it to you?
Of course.
Well, no, you're going to ruin the movie. I was going to go this weekend.
Here's the thing. You know how I could tell you that Linda Blair crab walks down the stairs upside down and backwards? And I can describe that to you, but you need to see it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
It's the same with what I'm about to tell you. That old son of a bitch, Liam Neeson, finds out he's got CTE. And he tells the doctor, because he's a tough guy,
Yeah.
just tell me what medicine I need to take, lady. And she says, well, there is no treatment. There's no medicine. He's like, well, son of a bitch. So he gets in his sweet 71 Chevelle SS. And he drives down to his house, which is right on the beach, which makes no sense because he's poor as a dog ass.
That's it. I'm watching the trailer. That's a nice home.
Thanks, Holmes.
Yeah.
Roll him up.
It's from the director of Cold Pursuit.
Please don't interrupt me.
Okay.
We all love listening to you watch the trailer.
Oh, he just walked into a bar. Punched
Yeah, it continues.
Oh, there's that one guy that played the guy from Hell.
Yeah, that's right. He's talking about
Little Nicky.
No.
Hang on. Let me see if I can decipher this. You said that's the one guy who played the guy who was from Hell?
Think about what I've told you about this film so far.
Played the guy from Hell.
Yeah.
Ron Perlman?
Bam!
Hellboy?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
That's right. Of course, because he's in every gangster movie.
Yeah.
May I continue?
Yeah. Can I say something about Ron Perlman?
Go ahead. Just degrade him.
He looks like Bowser if Bowser was a human.
What else does Ron Perlman look exactly like?
I mean, I think that's the best one.
Nope, you got to do two more.
He looks like a rock person.
What else does Ron Perlman look exactly like?
He looks like a Happy Meal toy that got run over by a car.
And that was Meat Sauce with What
Now he's
Else
making out
Is
with
It
ladies.
Exactly Like?
Yeah, by the way, extremely attractive, huge-breasted black lady
Oh.
that, let me just say,
Well, we just ran somebody over with a car.
made it onto my menu last night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep. African-American stepmom. Enter. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure there was many categorized under African American on Spank Bang.
Hawk, your mic's on.
I'm sorry, I'm talking to Max.
Oh, then it doesn't count.
See, that's how you and I are different, Chris. You're looking up African American stepmoms, and I'm typing in a sudden case of Christmas. Oh, Liam Neeson's not even in this.
No, it's Danny DeVito.
Damn it.
So, Liam, back to the beach. He's got CTE. Even though he's got this super hot, middle-aged, little heavy black lady that he's nailing, even though there's no chance he can get it out.
Well, he's got a beach
way too
house.
old.
Yeah, right near the beach.
Right near the beach, not on the beach. So now he's decided he's going to end it all. So he pulls up to the beach and he's looking out at the water and he pulls out his gun and he puts the gun in his mouth. And we're big 20 minutes in the movie, so I'm pretty sure he's going to make it through this scene. And he looks to his right and a car pulls up beside him. Now, the weird thing is he's not at a stoplight. So in order for the car to pull up beside him, there would have to be another person pulling up beside him looking out at the water. In other words, if the person pulling up beside him were to hit the gas, they would be in the water. There's no reason for a car to pull up beside him. He's in the middle of the street. And he looks over with gun in mouth.
Jeez.
And he sees this cute little girl, maybe 6 years old, huge smile on her face, looking at him. Now, the little girl does not say, Mommy, there's a gentleman with a gun in his mouth to the left of us. She smiles at him. And he's still gun in his mouth, looking at her. And then she flips him the bird.
My God.
And this gives Liam Neeson reason to live. He pulls the gun out of his mouth and smiles at the girl. End scene.
There is no doubt they stole that from the kid from Weekend at Bernie's when he comes around the couch and flips him off.
Yeah, okay.
That's a
I
theft.
see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from.
Why does everybody have to
ya.
steal from Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, that's a great point.
I know it's the gold standard, but come up with your own ideas.
Yeah, get your own bit.
I'm trying to think of why the director, nay, the writer, decided that was a scene that was necessary. I mean, I understand the whole, I changed my mind, but it could have been a memory. Hell, it could have been a cute little girl who just drove by. Nothing about that scene made any sense, especially where he was sitting when the little girl pulled up beside him. And then they just cut away from the scene. What happened? Did that little girl's parent also have a bad moment and just hit the gas and drive into the water? I sure hope not. But if that little girl ain't doing nothing but flipping off dudes with guns in their mouths, maybe she had it coming.
Brilliant.
Well, Liam Neeson was in a terrible, terrible, terrible dark place, right?
Right.
But something switched.
Yeah.
It was almost like he had a sudden case of Christmas.
Yeah. See? What a callback.
C-T-E.
So did you like
He's
it?
72
It's really
years
good.
old.
It's really good.
Did you
It's a good
cry?
film. I did not cry. But I did add a new category.
Yeah.
The old spank bank.
Well, that's good. I'm
It's
proud
actually
of you.
pretty good. Pretty good film.
Yeah. Would you see it again?
Rotten Tomatoes is 50%.
Yeah.
The audience score is 32%. The audience score is almost never lower than the critics.
Yep.
But it is
Yeah,
on
that's
Liam
bad.
Neeson's Absolution, 32%.
What about a sudden case of the Christmases?
100%.
Yeah. Huck, are you going to go see that?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, why not?
All right, front page sports after this.
I mean, I feel like I'm at the Godiva store right now.
What are you two doing over there?
Nothing. You just mind your own beeswax.
Mind your own business, man.
Right there.
Oh,
There's
come
John
on, yeah.
Bonus.
What up, Johnny Beans?
Hi, Johnny B.
Kids?
Dropped your lovely wife off to vote?
That's right, Chrissy's doing her patriotic duty today.
No, it's called civic duty.
Civic duty.
Should have been listening earlier.
And working the poll.
What? At work. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah, what is he doing wrong, Paul?
What am I?
He's doing research.
I am absolutely looking for bits for this radio show, unlike somebody I know.
Yeah, he's looking for bits.
He's trying.
Look at the bits on this
Really
one.
looking
Yeah.
for bits.
He's looking for bits on Nordo's computer. So
That right there,
Oh,
man.
You
I mean,
have an
she's
alibi.
perfect. She's literally perfect.
Can I make that the background of this computer?
You should.
You've made other things the background of this computer.
I feel like we're at Willy Wonka's chocolate factory right now.
Why are you trying to hold me down, Sauce?
I'm not.
Let him be him.
Yeah, why don't you let me be me?
All right, be you, man.
Thanks.
John Bonus, we're about to do sports.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What is this about? Look at that.
529.
What?
Images.
It says 529 African American big breast images.
Hawk.
I did not type that in. That's what the computer suggested to me. It's always listening. I can't help it. I did not type it in. I didn't have to.
See, you can say you were trying to type in 538 to look up an election forecast,
sure,
but
that's
instead
exactly
of
right.
538,
Yes.
somebody else, Nordo, had 529
Yeah, Nordo.
images already Googled.
Whoa.
All right, sports.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Love Holiday Station Stores. Gotta love Holiday. Gotta love Gatorade at Holiday. Mix and match any two flavors you want. Buy two, get one free. Limited time at Holiday. That's pretty sweet. Go hydrate and get some Gatorade at Holiday.
Yeah, you're going to need to hydrate.
Yep, it's going to be a long day for a lot of us. We'll see. The Chiefs won in overtime, 30-24 over the Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt with an overtime touchdown. So the Kansas City Chiefs 8-0. The Buccaneers fall to 4-5. We'll get to the Charge Challenge in a second because Patrick Mahomes Sauce had a big game for you. 291 yards and 3 touchdowns. Two of those to DeAndre Hopkins.
Yep.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers deserve to lose because Todd Bowles is a chicken bleep.
You are 1,000.
He didn't go for the 2
He
points.
didn't go. What are you doing?
No.
I agree.
Oh.
I can't I agree.
Especially in that situation, considering your opponent.
So they scored with under 30 seconds to go, and you are going to let fate, you're going to let Anton Chigurh or Two-Face flip a coin and decide whether or not Mahomes gets the ball. Guess what? So the Chiefs win the flip in overtime, and Mahomes took him down and scored, and Baker Mayfield and the Bucs never touched the ball.
Yeah.
You have to go for 2 to take the ball out of Mahomes' hands and just say, we're never giving him a chance. And if the comeback is, well, even if you get the 2, he's got like 23 seconds or whatever to get a touch or to get a field goal and win in regulation, well, then you're going to lose anyway.
I mean, first of all, he's got that anyway.
Right.
With a tie game, he's still got the incentive to drive down there and get a field goal.
It doesn't change that at all. Exactly.
I watched that entire game because I had Mahomes in the Charge Challenge. And if you watched, they multiple times had like 6-minute drives, that being Kansas City down the field.
Yeah.
That defense is huffing and puffing. Exactly what happened in that overtime drive is everyone knew that except for Todd Bowles. You
give
go
it
for
to
2,
Rachaad
run
White.
the same play again.
Rachaad White had played really well.
Yeah.
Give it to the kid. He's from there, right? He already scored a touchdown, and they were talking about hometown kid having a monster game here at Kansas City. Give it to Rachaad White. He's going to get the 2 yards. If he doesn't, you were going to lose to Mahomes anyway. Yeah. He's never lost in regulation and overtime, in the regular season and overtime.
Right.
It's in Arrowhead on a Monday night. How do you think this is going to play out? Go for 2.
Right.
Ugh. Chicken bleep. Anyway, Charge Challenge. Chris, everything's falling apart.
Well, it's not my fault. I haven't had a chance to pick.
I know, but check this out. A couple of weeks ago, I was up like 12 on you, right? And then you and I were smoking everybody else. But now, fast forward about 3 or 4 weeks.
Kiss it.
Check this out. I have 168. Mark Parrish is in second with 132.
Good for Perry.
Sauce, you had 21 last night, so you're up to 122. Then the Ghost at 108. That's Chris. You're in fourth. So 3 of us are beating you. But how about this? With Zach's big week and Creasel's solid week, they both have 105. So the 2 that are at the bottom are just 3 points behind you. Now, just a reminder, even if Zach and Creasel pass Chris, somebody has to lose.
Yeah.
So it's everybody who finishes behind the Ghost. But if all 5 of us beat the Ghost, then it's just whoever finishes last. So right now it would be Creasel and Halverson both doing the punishment. But even so, you have to beat Chris and beat your fellow competitors.
So Hawk had 5 last week.
Mm-hmm. Won the week before with Jordan Mason.
He had won the week before, and then the week before that, he had 19 with Laporta and Goff. So he's had 25 points in 3 weeks.
Again, I had no choice.
Right.
Not that I would have done any better, but I like to pretend I would have.
Yeah.
But big weeks got a lot of people back in this race. So that's 9 weeks down. So what? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 6 weeks to go.
It's not fair, Bonnie Bones.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, Hawk.
I know.
Really felt like this was your year.
I know.
Well, and again, Chris is kind of free rolling, right? Chris is the Ghost. He doesn't have to do the punishment if he finishes last.
Right.
But again, 4 weeks ago when Chris and I were so far ahead of everybody else, if Chris had won this year again, he would have been the Ghost again. That's fading fast.
Yeah.
Now it's just a matter of how many people you beat. And now all of a sudden I have to worry that Parrish and Sauce gets hot and passes me.
And this is the pirate bet? Is that what this is? Which one is this?
No, this is Bat Boy.
This is Bat Boy.
Bat Boy.
Did you just wake up?
I
can't remember.
The pirate was like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bat Boy. Got it.
That's right. That's right. Bat Boy. There you go.
The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Charlotte Hornets. Naz Reid kind of stole the show. 25 points. That was a team high. 5 of 7 from 3 off the bench. Rob Dillingham, 8 minutes, 2 for 3 and 4 points.
Hey, look at you guys.
And a couple of assists.
It was good to see him finally get in the game. I mean, he got in that Spurs game, but it was already a blowout. So it's good to see him get in and get a win and get some significant minutes. He looks good to me, man. I say throw him in the lineup. Obviously, Chris Finch knows a lot more than us, but yeah, let him go. I agree.
Maxo, I was looking ahead to the schedule. Mm-hmm. Is this accidental or is the NBA doing this on purpose? So the Wolves are at Chicago on Thursday, right? That part's just whatever. It's a game. After that, starting Friday, 3 of their next 4 games are against the Portland Trailblazers. I'm like, that's weird. That's almost like a mini series, right? There's a game in the middle there, but 3 out of 4 they play Portland. And then I looked ahead. In December, they have a stretch where they play 3 of 4 against Golden State. And then in February, they have a stretch where they play 3 out of 4 games against Oklahoma City.
Huh.
Are they kind of trying to do this on purpose? Does every team in the NBA have these little kind of 5 or 6 day stretches where you play one team 3 times? To build a rivalry?
3 times is kind of crazy. I know they started doing stuff like that more so during the COVID year, so teams didn't have to travel all over the place, and they would have like these multiple contests against the same team in a short span. But I've never seen 3 out of 4 before, and I thought maybe it was an NBA Cup bit, but looking at it, it doesn't. Only one of those games is, so that's. It might be a new scheduling wrinkle. It's got to be on purpose, though. I'd imagine that every team has got
and a lot of them,
something like
right.
This.
And some of them are home and aways, but there's a couple that you just go to that place and play that team twice. So some of it is to save on travel, but there's other ones where it's back and forth. So you're not necessarily just staying put. You're flying back and forth. Either way, I think it's interesting because if game 1, Johnny Bones, gets dicey, then you got to face him 2 more times that week. It's kind of forcing a little rivalry. I kind of like that.
It feels a little postseason-ish.
It does.
Yeah, I think it's great.
So that's Friday, though. They got the Bulls first, then 3 out of 4 against Portland. Not that it matters. Portland's not very good.
Yeah, they're terrible. So that'll be nice for Wolves get their legs under them.
All right, what really matters after this? I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports, and Chris will change your life with something else. John Bonus is here, Marnie, in about 40 minutes. This is the Power Trip on The Fan. The Fan.
Johnny Bones is here. He's all hopped up on Mountain Dew. Woo! Am I right?
No, coffee.
Wow.
No Mountain Dew this morning yet.
Here's KOC, our coach, on our kicker's injured leg.
Will Reichert, we're still in the process of evaluating that quad injury, and I'll keep you guys posted as we kind of solidify a timeline there on that, and if we're going to need to possibly bring in some kickers to potentially take a look at.
So there you go.
This is, I mean, you never want to see this happen. I barely ever remember this happening. But if this is going to happen, this is a pretty good time for it to happen to the Vikings. Right? Like they've got a little easier part of their schedule coming up.
Yeah.
Get him healthy so he's bombing 58-yard field goals when we're facing our division rivals.
See, you get it, Bonus. You get it.
Yeah, you get it. All right, let's do what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports in between. Chris will change your life with something more interesting. Ready?
That's what really matters, right? Wow.
I think it does.
Wow.
Dak Prescott going to miss multiple weeks with the Dallas Cowboys because of his injury. So Cooper Rush probably the way to go. The Cowboys are falling apart anyway.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb is banged up, but it sounds like he's expected to try to play this weekend. But no Dak.
Yeah, it's over for them.
Good.
Yeah. Well, man, watching CeeDee Lamb in that game on Sunday, what a warrior he is, man. He got just banged up on his shoulder multiple times. He just kept going in the game, man. Good for him.
What really matters, though, is this.
What did you just say he does?
He got banged up?
We have a record-breaking prime number.
Oh, giddy up.
Oh.
It contains more than 41 million digits.
Wow.
It's found by a former NVIDIA programmer. Isn't that like a boner medicine? No?
Is it for depression? Same thing.
For many people, prime numbers have faded into the background since grade school, but not Luke Durant. He's a basketball player, right?
Sure. LD.
36-year-old former NVIDIA programmer, prime numbers became an all-consuming passion. He devoted nearly 1 year and invested a considerable amount of his own money to uncover the world's largest known prime number. And now he's done it, and his life is meaningless.
Sauce. You knew this was coming.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No,
Now, give me the largest prime number that you personally can think of.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what a prime number is.
What do you think it is?
Is pi a prime number?
Wow. Oh, boy.
I don't know.
You honestly don't know what a prime number is?
I do not.
Really? What do you think it is? What's your guess?
No idea. Number divisible by 2.
It's actually the exact opposite of that.
Oh, a number that isn't divisible by 2?
No, that would be an odd number, but that's close to it. Yeah. A prime number is a number that's not divisible by anything other than itself.
So an example would be, Paul?
1.
Okay, go. Keep going. Get bigger than that.
1.1.
Wow.
Also, it has to be an integer. Sorry.
I don't know what that is either.
A whole number.
Got ya.
What about 6? Is 6 a prime number?
I'm going to say...
Oh, my God.
No.
Why?
Because 6 is divisible by 3.
Perfect. And?
Correct.
2.
Sure. So what about 17?
Oh. 17 is a prime number.
Okay. Now think of the biggest prime number you can possibly think of. This guy found one that's like 44 million. Would you say 44 million?
41 million.
41
million digits.
Yeah.
41 million. That's insane. So far, Sauce has got to 17. Which I gave him.
31?
Good going.
That's one.
It's a winner. Well done.
I'll tell you what.
47?
That qualifies.
Kiss it, Corey.
Keep going. Look at you. Your future son
And
is
a
so
boy.
impressed. Keep going.
57.
That's 19 times
Nope.
3.
That's 19 times 3. I'm so smart.
God, was that Corey talking?
It sounded like
He's got you spot on, Corey.
60.
I was watching Corey and his mouth wasn't moving. 60?
67. 77.
That's 7 times 11.
You didn't let me finish.
All right, anyway. So that guy wasted a lot of time and money. Because
Yeah, but he found it.
now he found some number that nobody can do anything with.
Well, that's. I mean, the cool thing for him is that he figured it out. The cool thing for him as well is that I got the time to verify it, so I'm just going to take his word for it.
Right. The Wild host the Kings tonight. I guess this technically can be wild news. Thanks to Catalyst and CatalystSupplyCo.com. Thanks, Catalyst.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Thank you, Catalyst.
Yeah, Catalyst is awesome. Wild news. They bring you wild news every morning. The Wild host the Kings. The Wild continue to be red hot. They are 8-1-2 points in 10 of their 11 games. They are killing everybody. What a season so far. What a start. And very few home games. But again, they host the Kings tonight, and then they go back on the road again. They must have just a ton of home games in February and March.
I think that's what Zacho was saying, that they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Interesting. What really matters, though, is this.
Hawk, you and I have some money on them, right?
On what?
The Wild making the playoffs or not?
I think that's right. I think I voted that they would not.
I think you're right.
So I think I'm going to lose that.
Well,
That's
way to go.
I might
That's
not make it that long. It's a long season.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Hugh Grant was caught with a prostitute in his car, remember?
Yeah, Divine Brown.
That's right, yeah. Oh, man.
What a
Amen,
name.
brother.
I believe you Googled that 30 minutes ago. Divine Brown stepmom.
Wow.
Well, here's why he got caught, and I never knew this. His foot was on the brake, and he kept pressing the brake pedal erratically.
Oh, no.
And the cops were like, what the hell? And they pulled over and,
Oh, I didn't know that part of the story
I didn't either.
So he
got it.
He was a little relaxed and didn't realize he kept hitting the brake.
He's like Mike Myers in
Yep.
the hot tub.
Got it.
Oh, yeah.
Funniest scene. Do you know that scene?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I love it.
Interesting.
How's that movie called?
Austin Powers.
Austin
And you're thinking of the scene with a lot of vagina.
Yeah, gosh.
God, I loved those movies as a kid.
So much.
I still do, but they just hit me right between the eyes.
They're fantastic. Third one's not great, but the first two are outstanding.
Yeah, the first two are great.
Yeah, third one started to get a little desperate. Third one had a couple of moments, but it was mostly the same thing again. We're like, okay, come on.
But we got to see Beyonce.
True.
So.
Yeah, Queen Bee's in the third one.
I'm sorry. There's no way for that. Hold on. I gotta give it back. Look, Johnny Bones. Watch his foot. I can't play King. Remember? Watch his foot come up.
Yeah, hits the right spot.
Brilliant.
His little pinky toes pointing in the other direction. Hilarious. I wish you guys could see it. It's funny.
More of what really matters after this, and more with John Bonus. Yeah, already. Okay. Sure. After this on the
The Power Hour starts at 8 a.m. and you can stream it live at KFAN.com/watch, powered by our friends at Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
That's Johnny Bones right there. Johnny Bones. And who's going to own the Twins? Do we know yet?
We do not.
Come on.
Yeah, I made some inquiries as best I could, and basically nobody knows anything, and everybody assumes it's going to be somebody from outside of Minnesota.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I mean, you'd probably prefer somebody in Minnesota, but the truth is that, somebody with deep pockets is more likely to probably come from out of state. And just because they come from out of state doesn't necessarily mean they need to move things. The Wilfs did not move the Vikings.
Craig
Leopold did not move the Wild. It doesn't look like Lori and A-Rod, who I don't know if that's going to be one of the what really matters things. That arbitration hearing started, I guess, yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
So, we'll see. It's a big price tag. There have been Major League Baseball teams recently for sale that have not sold. I'm convinced they're motivated sellers, but somebody has to step up and have $1 million. You have to have a lot more than $1.5 billion to be able to buy a baseball team, because you have to also be able to demonstrate to the rest of the Major League Baseball owners that if things go really sideways, you can continue to cover those losses.
Super dumb question. You ready for a dumb one?
Sure.
Why doesn't a major corporation just buy a team? Could they do that? And I know Bezos could individually, but why doesn't just Amazon, the company, say, we'll buy the Minnesota Twins? Is that even allowed or not? How does that work?
Good question. That is allowed. That's a good question.
Thank you.
In this, I don't know how much it is allowed. There is there are two Major League Baseball teams that are owned by corporations. It's the Braves and the Blue Jays. Braves are both are owned by media companies, right? The truth is that Major League Baseball does not love that. Major League Baseball does not love that for the reason that then the books are open for that particular team. And Major League Baseball doesn't want any of their owners to be able to open their books if they can help it. Okay, so they start out with that disincentive. There's also the the other general group that you would look to for an enormous investment like that would be venture capitalists, right?
Like Bobby Axelrod or Axe Capital.
But there's actually rules against that. The NFL has recently lightened those rules to allow some venture capital to be part owners. But the problem with a venture capital firm is that they don't really want them in there because venture capitalists want to turn around a profit within like 7 to 10 years. That's the whole point of it, right? You're not trying to make a 40-year investment in something and have it raise money. You need to be able to people need to get their money out. They put their money in to make money. They want to get their money back out. You have to be able to turn around that asset within 7 to 10 years generally. And so that doesn't necessarily work very well. So you're really kind of limiting yourself to private owners who happen to have $1 billion, well in excess of $1.5 billion. Now, the way that sometimes works is you'll generally have somebody with a lot of money be sort of the lead on it. And then they will also go around and try to bring in minority investors. But the point of the point of those minority investors isn't necessarily to bring a lot of money to the table. It's to bring other stuff to the table. Like, for instance, you might want to, if you're somebody from out of town and you're coming to Minneapolis, you're buying the Twins, you might bring in a bunch of local investors, give them a tiny slice of the ownership for, exchange of money. Not because you want the money, but because you want to have some representative in that town. So, if you want to build a new stadium or something, like you've got the team assembled to be able to do some things with that team.
All right, 2-part question. Was it true that Tom Kelly, was he the one that did not like the nickname Twinkies?
I don't remember.
I don't remember which manager it was.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I feel like it was Tom Kelly.
It was definitely during his reign that the Twinkies were around.
Because, let's have Hostess by the Twins. We'll change the name officially to Twinkies, and then everybody gets Twinkies or snacked goods, right? Gas station snacks when they walk into
Twinkies.
Are you nuts? Of course I do. It's all sugar.
It's sugar. And
I don't care what form sugar comes
like
in.
The sort of thing you would not be able to stomach.
I remember the last time I had a Twinkie.
John Bonus, Button Bar. John Bonus. I love things that are cream filled.
Yeah. Well.
That's true, he does.
Ask anybody. Ask the message boards.
But Claire, you wouldn't eat a Long John donut.
Gross.
Well,
get that out of there.
Tommy's done with it.
Oh,
hold the donut.
That was off the air. That was off the air.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But Hostess cupcakes.
Oh, so good.
Ho-Hos are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my God, what are those things called?
But pizza's out of bounds.
The coffee cakes, the Hostess coffee cakes, Elite.
Breast. Oh,
how about the snowballs?
Whoa,
never had one.
Ugh, coconuts, yuck.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh yeah, look at those snowballs. There they are.
Little Debbie's.
Do they still make those snowballs? I haven't seen those in years.
I've never had one.
What about those? What about those honey buns?
Ooh, don't call me that.
Those honey buns.
All of it looks good.
I love those honey buns, but man, are they sticky? You know what I mean? Like you pull them out of the plastic wrapper, and you better dispose of that wrapper right now because it's going to be stuck to your seat or your leg.
Yeah. You're right.
Those sons of bitches.
Paul, what company would you like to see buy the Twins and why?
What company would I like to see buy the Twins and why? It's a very good question to ask me at 6:47 on this wonderful Tuesday.
That's exactly what Graham was talking about.
Morning.
It was.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Am I getting ripped?
No.
I would like to see. I've said it before, and I know this is not the answer you're looking for, but I would like to see the Wilfs buy the Twins.
Would that be allowed?
Boney?
I thought you were going to say Brazzers.
Yeah, the MILFs.
Yeah.
Who would you rather see, the Wilfs or Brazzers by the Twins?
I mean, I would bet the guy that owns Brazzers has the cash.
Why do you think it's a guy?
Well, or gal, but Hawk pays a monthly subscription.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Well, he's not paying enough to buy the Twins. I hope there's more people paying for the actual service.
Why would you pay for the service, though? Isn't it all free on the internet, Hawk?
Yeah.
There's those commercials that I've heard, where they're like, Brazzers is free.
That's right. And
yeah, that's just what I've heard, the commercials.
Yeah. You got to have a website, right, Maxwell?
I mean, come on.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Gopher women's basketball started last night against Central Connecticut.
Hallelujah.
They won 89-48, and they also outscored Central Connecticut 24-6 in the first quarter.
Good for them.
So the women started last night and won. The Gopher men's squad starts, I believe, tomorrow, 7 o'clock against Oral Roberts.
Ooh.
I went to high school with her.
Wow.
She was the way more fun to Julia sister, to Julia Roberts.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Twin sisters. Yep, Julia was like a fantastic actress.
She always felt less than her sister, so she had to make up for it. You know what I mean? And
that's hockey's type.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant bonus.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's not going to deny
Hey, what do
it.
you look for in a woman? Ones that feel less than.
Did you know she was a twin, by the way, Earl Roberts?
No. Who's her? Who's she twins with?
Earl Roberts?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Can you hit the that's a terrible name button?
What really matters, though, is this.
Very descriptive, though. Did you know Jacksonville, Florida is the largest city in the United States, in the continental United States?
In terms of land
That's
size?
right. Yeah. You think of big cities, you think of New York
I
or
would have
Los
guessed
Angeles?
New York, yep.
You did not know that Jacksonville is the largest in the continental United States, covering over 840 square miles.
Interesting.
It's even bigger than some of the states in the United States.
And if you've been to Jacksonville, you will know that 840 square miles is mostly strip malls.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nothing but strip malls and Limp Bizkit merch stores.
Yep.
The NFL trade deadline is today at 3:00 Central Time.
Charmed.
So you can watch the old trade deadline on ESPN and stuff before election night coverage goes round the clock. But trade deadline today in the NFL.
Can't believe the government wasn't smart enough to not go up against the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're like the WNBA.
Yeah,
what are you doing? You don't schedule an election on trade deadline day. What are you doing? What really matters, though, is this.
Jacksonville is the home of the great band
Limp Bizkit.
Leonard Skinner.
Ugh.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah.
Me. Tuesday's Gone with the Wind.
Great song.
Oh, love that song.
Same.
That's a great high harmony on that song.
Yeah. It's very good.
Also Limp Bizkit, yes, but Leonard Skinner. And I believe Tom Petty. Am I right about it? Or was that Gainesville? That's Gainesville.
Gainesville, yeah.
Yeah, which is where you're from as well.
Oh. Yeah. You're right. Gainesville.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a weight joke. Got it.
Greg Popovich is out indefinitely as coach of the San Antonio Spurs. I guess he had a medical issue. Was that against the Wolves on Saturday?
Well, he didn't coach the Wolves.
Yeah, no, he was. Yeah,
No, he never has.
So was it before that game, though?
Yeah.
Before the Wolves game?
Sorry, he didn't coach against the Wolves. Sorry.
I don't think they made the official announcement that he was out indefinitely until the
yesterday.
day after. Yeah. Because I think they just said it was an illness on Saturday.
Got it. So he is out indefinitely. That's a little scary. I wonder what he went through. Either way, something called Mitch Johnson is the interim head coach for the San Antonio Spurs.
Oh.
A little scary out of Pop there.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hope he's all right.
But what really matters is this.
If you think rhetoric is heating up in elections today, imagine a candidate saying the following about his political opponent. He is a contemptible hypocrite, a bastard brat of a Scotch peddler.
Jeez.
This is just Corey to sauce on a Tuesday morning.
These are all from the election of 1800. Listen to this. All right, be cool, everybody. He's a hideous, hermaphroditical. Yeah, that's the right. Hermaphroditical character, which has neither the force and firmness of a man nor the gentleness and sensibility of a woman. They did not like each other.
That was John Adams versus Thomas Jefferson?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. I was wondering who they were talking about.
I'm wondering. It doesn't say on this. It should, shouldn't it?
I guess you're missing
right.
the point,
You got
John. You're missing the point because the main point of the story is we should be so thankful that Trump and Harris don't call each other hermaphrodites.
Yeah.
Right? They're both too classy to ever do that.
That's right. Yeah, you're right, man. Good call on that. How'd you remember that?
Yeah, Boney.
I know things.
You do, don't you?
You do know history.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Well, what about 4 years later? What was it? What was 1804 then?
I think Jefferson beat Adams.
Who won the election?
But I could be wrong.
No, you're not wrong, Boney.
1804? I'll look for you right now. Elections.
All right, I hate to do this, but it's in my contract.
Go ahead.
Let's go back 4 years.
Okay.
How many years do we believe of presidential elections in the U.S. can Sauce name the person who lost starting 4 years ago? How many can he go?
by the way.
I guess what I'm asking is, can he get to 2012? Does he remember 2012?
No. Oof. I'm gonna say you can go to. I'm gonna say you can go to 2000.
Oh, no chance. No chance.
I always got faith in my dog.
Thanks, Maxo.
No, he means his dog, his real dog.
Oh. Yeah, go Koosh. She's awesome.
Go Koosh.
Yeah, I like what I like.
You want me to go?
Go for it.
Trump lost in 2020. Hillary lost in 2016.
You're doing great.
Obama beat. Was it? It wasn't Kerry. It was who's
that? Kind of reminds you of him. Yeah,
it was the one guy.
You're right.
And then his daughter was the press secretary. Is that right?
I don't know about the press secretary.
No,
I don't. Really
Okay,
know.
that was a test. You all failed.
Thank you.
He beat. Come on, what's
He
that
beat
guy's
me.
name? Hold on though. In 2008, Obama beat McCain.
There you go.
Right.
So you're
In 2004, Bush beat. Bush beat. Come on.
Come on.
You can do
You
this.
got
Come
this
on.
one.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy boy.
This one I have faith in.
Come on now.
John Kerry.
Yes, Paul. This is really impressive. All right, so you
Bush in 2000.
This is the easy one.
Bush beat Clinton.
No,
That was a test.
This is the easy one. This is this is the most famous election maybe ever. Almost. This is the one.
Hold on.
This is the recount one.
He's on South Park a lot.
Bush beat
Features your favorite name,
Wayne.
Chad.
Hanging
was a hanging
Chad.
Chad. Yeah. Bush beat.
I can't believe you got McCain and Kerry and don't remember this one. That's insane.
Give me another hint.
Let's just not.
I don't know who was
Global
it.
warming.
Al Gore.
Oh, Al Gore. Yeah.
The one that you forgot in 2012, though. First name starts with an M.
Oh, Mitch. Mike.
Mitch Mike.
Mitch Mike.
Mitch Mike in the morning.
Mitt Romney.
I
Mitt
voted for
Romney.
Mitch
Okay.
Mike.
Honestly, that the fact that you got McCain and Kerry is, I would have
And
lost a
didn't.
lot of money on that.
I would have got it, though. That's right.
Did
I knew it's Aussie.
Clinton in 96 beat?
Mitch Mike.
It's not. It wasn't Bush Senior, was it? No.
No, that was
92.
92.
Okay. Then he beat.
You bit
I don't
me.
know.
Actually,
Bob Dole.
Bob
All
Dole.
right.
Okay. That's about it.
Okay, even so,
I'm
you
impressed
did
with you.
you did
Thanks,
way better
Alex.
than I would have guessed.
Yeah, man, good job.
Not bad.
I had
Not
faith
bad.
in you the whole time, bro.
Glad you
Of
voted.
course you did. Thank you, Maxo. I love you.
I love you too.
You're my homeboy.
You're my dog.
Yeah. You're
Dennis
you're my
Allen
bird man.
fired by the New Orleans
you.
Saints of Anaheim after losing 7 consecutive games. According to the story, apparently a lot of Saints players went to the ownership and said, like, this message is not resonating. This guy's got to go.
Cam Jordan on Twitter that day. I don't know if he still plays for them. I don't think so. But he basically tweeted, this team needs a full rebuild.
Yep. So
This team needs an enema.
Yeah,
they
he
started
did tweet
2-0,
that.
right? And didn't they
looked
put up a ton of points?
They looked red hot.
There was over 90 points in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then since
Russell
then, they
Olave
have struggled to score at all, and they've lost 7
Shaheed.
consecutive. And obviously, Derek Carr's injured, and they were playing with Spencer Rattler and all this stuff. Anyway, Dennis Allen fired after 9 games this year at 2-7. What really matters, though, is this.
Interesting. There is a conspiracy theory, and you love these, Saucy,
I do.
that Avril Lavigne died in 2003 and was replaced by a body double by the name of Melissa Vandella.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that one a lot. I don't know why that is a conspiracy theory, but there are a lot of internet sleuths who have like put them like right next to each other. And
She's
there's
a pretty distinct looking person.
Yeah, there's some different features.
I wonder why they think people would care to do that.
I don't know. That's what makes conspiracy
No,
theories
seriously,
great.
Was she really popular when she passed?
Sure.
But sometimes that makes people more popular.
Wasn't Perry Sky married
If
to
you know
her
what I mean.
or is married to her?
Yeah, the lead singer of Nickelback was. So, God dang it. I wish I knew this term. I think I asked this exact question 3 months ago because I couldn't remember the term then and nobody sent it to me. There is a term that is in reference to how many people would need to keep a conspiracy quiet.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And I don't know what that term is called. Somebody tweeted at PowerTripKFN if you can say it. But it's like if the moon
Pride of Lions, it's something of conspiracy.
Well, it's kind of like if the moon landing was faked, right?
Right.
It's not 3 people
Critical mass?
I don't know. It's something like that, though. Right, if the conspiracy needs to be kept secret, it can't be 3 people. Right, if it was, you could keep it a secret. To fake a moon landing, you might need hundreds of people. And the idea is the more people involved, the less chance it stays secret. To Chris's point, if you could pull off an Avril Lavigne death and body double swap, not only do you have to figure out what's the incentive, right? What's the motivation to do that? You could say, well, to keep her career going because she's making millions of dollars.
Sure.
But the number of people, her family, her friends, everybody at the record like the amount of people that would need to know this is a body double and we swapped them is so epic.
Yeah. What if
there's no way that would be kept a secret for 20 years?
What if outside of her performances, mostly what she wanted to do is just like sit in the basement and eat Cane's chicken so that she didn't really interact with anybody? You know what I mean? Like all she has to do is show up on stage and do that. And she's got a couple of people that sort of manage things. And other than that, she doesn't like people or being outside or wearing any color other than black.
Well, then I was going to say, like, if she knew she was going to die and that's all she wanted, she could have asked for a friend.
Yeah.
Conspiracy of silence?
No. I should ask ChatGPT. Or maybe somebody on Twitter knows.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, we tried that one.
He was in Florida in 2000.
Oh.
But like you said, can you imagine with very little evidence thinking that that's true?
Well,
but somebody does.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Somebody sees
Randy does.
one picture and it's like, that doesn't really look like Avril Lavigne. She must have died 20 years ago when we swapped out a body double. Man, people are weird. Now, on the flip side, if it is true, that's one of the most fascinating stories in the history of American pop culture, right? If you could pull that off, she's Canadian, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
American pop culture. Marty Gelder is here. John Bonus is here. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.